text. We've all been there standing in the middle of a crowded Costco aisle, staring at a massive wall of rotisserie chickens and wondering if we've actually missed the best deals of the year. With the clock ticking down to December 31st, 2025, the pressure is officially on. You want the good stuff for your New Year's party. You want to stock your freezer for those cold January nights, and honestly, you just want to get in and out before the parking lot turns into a scene from an action movie. Today, I'm breaking down the 12 absolute must-buy food items you need to toss in your cart before the year wraps up. These aren't just your everyday staples. We're talking about seasonal exclusives that disappear on January 1st and high-value hauls that will save you a fortune as we head into 2026. If you want to make sure your membership pays for itself 10 times over this month, stick around, because some of these finds are hidden in plain sight. Before we dive into the first item, if you find this video helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and if you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things Costco and smart shopping in the coming year, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. We've got a lot of ground to cover and not much time left in the year, so let us get right into the heavy hitters. First on the list is something that defines holiday hosting, the Kirkland Signature Choice Seasoned Bone in Rib Roast. If you've ever tried to prep a prime rib from scratch, you know it's a high-stakes game. You're worried about the seasoning, the timing, and let us be real, the price per pound at a boutique butcher can be terrifying. Right now, Costco has these seasoned and ready to go for about $17.99 a pound. The beauty of this specific buy is the convenience. It's already rubbed with a perfect blend of herbs and spices, meaning you literally just have to pop it in the oven. It is the ultimate set it and forget it luxury meal for your New Year's Eve dinner. But here is the catch: these usually vanish the moment the calendar flips. If you see one in the meat case today, grab it. Even if you aren't cooking it tonight, these roasts are high quality enough that you can freeze them for a special Sunday dinner in February when the prices at other stores have spiked. Second, let us talk about a brand new arrival that is currently taking the seafood section by storm: the snow crab cocktail claws. Typically, when we think of crab at Costco, we think of those massive clusters that require a workout just to crack open. These cocktail claws are different. They are pre-scored and ready to serve, making them the absolute king of New Year's Eve appetizers. At $31.99 per pound, they aren't exactly budget food, but compared to what you'd pay for a similar platter at a high-end seafood restaurant or even a standard grocery store, you're saving at least 40%. They feel incredibly fancy, they require zero prep work, and they're the kind of item that makes your guests think you spent hours in the kitchen when all you did was open a package and find a nice dipping bowl for some melted butter. Third, we have to look at a staple that is currently on a major discount through the end of the month: the Kirkland Signature Italian Sausage and Beef Lasagna. Now, I know what you're thinking: lasagna is a year-round thing. But right now, Costco is running a holiday event coupon that takes $6 off the twin pack. That brings the price down to an almost unbeatable level for 6 pounds of food. Between the holiday parties and the end-of-year work rush, none of us have the energy to spend 3 hours layering pasta and cheese. Having these in your freezer is like having a break glass in case of emergency dinner plan. It's hearty, it's comforting, and the Italian sausage version has just enough kick to feel more premium than your average frozen meal. It's the perfect way to feed a house full of visiting relatives without losing your mind. Fourth, we are heading over to the bakery for a seasonal star that people wait all year for: the vanilla cream brulee bar cake. If you haven't seen this yet, it's a sophisticated, creamy masterpiece that looks like it came from a high-end French patisserie. It's currently marked down by $3, making it about $15.99 for a cake that can easily serve 10 people. The texture is what really sells it. It has that rich, custard-like consistency of a classic cream brulee, but in a sliceable bar format. This is one of those items that is strictly while supplies last. It's a limited-time holiday release, and once the December 31st deadline hits, the bakery usually pivots back to their standard rotation. If you're hosting a dinner party to ring in 2026, this cake is your secret weapon. It's elegant, it's delicious, and it's a fraction of the cost of a custom bakery cake. Moving right along, we're stepping into the heart of the holiday madness, and if you've been on social media at all lately, you know that the Costco bakery is currently the place to be. This is where the star power of a December Costco run really shines, and the fifth item on our list is an absolute legend, the Kirkland Signature Peppermint Bark. Now, listen, I know every grocery store has their version of this, but Costco's version is the gold standard for a reason. You're getting 21 ounces of heavy, hand-broken chunks of dark and white chocolate, topped with that signature crunchy peppermint. Now, full disclosure, if you haven't bought this in a couple of years, you might notice the price has ticked up to around $16.99. I've seen some debate online about whether it's still a deal, but when you compare it to the high-end tins at specialty stores that go for $35 or $40 for a smaller amount, Costco still wins by a landslide. This is one of those items that defines the season. It's perfect for breaking into smaller gift bags for neighbors or just keeping on the counter for when you need a little treat yourself moment after a long day of shopping. But remember, the moment the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, these containers tend to vanish from the shelves to make room for the January wellness products. If you want that classic holiday flavor to last into the first week of January, you've got to grab it before the 31st. Sixth on the list is a newcomer that is already creating a massive buzz, the Kirkland Signature Triple Chocolate Loaf. If you're a chocolate lover, this is essentially your dream come true. We're talking cocoa powder, chocolate chips, and a decadent chocolate Danish icing, all topped off with white chocolate curls. It's rich, it's fudgy, and at $9.99, it feels like a total steal for something that weighs over 2 pounds. What makes this a must-buy before the end of the year is its versatility. Sure, it's a great dessert, but it's also an incredible option for a New Year's Day brunch. Imagine slicing this up, giving it a quick toast, and serving it with some fresh berries and coffee. It's the kind of indulgent start to the year that we all deserve. Because it's a newer item, it's been selling out fast at many warehouses, so if you see it, don't do the "I'll get it next time" dance. There might not be a next time this year. Speaking of things that are selling out fast, we have to talk about item number 7, which is leaning into one of the biggest food trends of the year, the Via Emilia Dubai-style chocolate gelato bomb. If you've seen the viral videos of the pistachio-filled Dubai chocolate bars, you know exactly what the hype is about. Costco has taken that concept and turned it into a frozen dessert that is honestly mind-blowing. It's got a core of pistachio cream, surrounded by pistachio and chocolate gelato, and the whole thing is coated in that iconic crispy, golden Kadayif and pistachio crumble. It's sophisticated, it's trendy, and it's the perfect high-end dessert to serve at a New Year's Eve party. Buying these at Costco allows you to get that viral experience without the boutique price tag. It's a limited-run item, and once the Dubai chocolate craze settles or the seasonal inventory clears, these will likely be gone. Eighth on our list is a bit of a curveball, but trust me, your future self will thank you for this one. The grilled cheese tomato soup. Now, we've all had tomato soup, but this is a specific, ready-to-heat version that actually has the grilled cheese element built in with cheddar and crunchy croutons that hold their texture. Look, by the time December 28th or 29th rolls around, most of us are completely cooked out. We've spent weeks prepping big holiday meals, and the last thing anyone wants to do is stand over a stove for an hour. This soup is the ultimate comfort food for that weird limbo week between Christmas and New Year's. It's warm, it's nostalgic, and it's incredibly easy to prep. Stocking up on a few of these before the year ends ensures you have a reliable, delicious meal ready to go when the holiday fatigue finally hits. I want to take a quick second here to remind you that if you're enjoying these picks, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm constantly scouting the aisles to find the best value for you, and 2026 is going to be a huge year for new product launches and hidden deals. If you hit that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when a new must-have hits the floor. Also, I'd love to hear from you. What's the one item you never leave Costco without during the holidays? Drop a comment below. I read as many as I can and love seeing what you guys are finding in your local warehouses. Ninth on our list is the absolute essential for any New Year celebration, the Kirkland Signature Brut Champagne. Now, let us be clear about what this is. This isn't just sparkling wine from California. This is authentic, AOC certified champagne from the Champagne region of France. For years, this was the legendary $19.99 bottle that every wine enthusiast raved about. In late 2025, we've seen the price tick up to about $22.99 at most warehouses. But here's the reality. You are still getting a bottle of bubbly produced by Manuel Janison, a fifth-generation winemaker, for half the price of the big-name yellow labels. The reason you must buy this before December 31st isn't just for the party, it's because supply levels for the Kirkland Brut tend to get decimated in the final week of the year. If you wait until the afternoon of the 31st to grab a case, you might be staring at an empty palate. This champagne has those classic notes of toasted brioche and crisp citrus that make it taste significantly more expensive than it is. Whether you're making mimosas for New Year's Day or doing a midnight toast, this is the best value in the entire liquor department. Grab a few extra bottles. Too, they make incredible thank you gifts for hosts or even a solid housewarming gift for later in the winter. 10th, we're heading to the refrigerated section for a seasonal favorite that essentially defines party food, the La Terrafina Cranberry Jalapeno Dip. This is one of those items that has a cult following for a reason. It's the perfect balance of sweet, tart, and a tiny bit of heat, and at Costco, you get a massive tub that can feed a whole crowd for under $10. This is a strictly seasonal item. Once the holiday inventory is cleared out to make way for the healthy eating focus of January, this dip disappears until next autumn. The pro tip here is to buy two. Use one for your New Year's Eve spread with some of those Crunchmaster crackers we talked about earlier, and keep the other one for what I call the leftover sandwich. If you have any leftover turkey or ham from your holiday meals, spreading this dip on a roll with some protein is a game changer. It's a versatile, high-flavor staple that makes hosting feel effortless. But again, the clock is ticking. This is a limited-time-only find that you won't see on the shelves in a few weeks. 11th, we need to talk about a strategic stock-up that might not feel exciting but will save your budget in 2026, Kirkland Signature Extra Virgin Olive Oil. If you've been watching the news, you know that olive oil prices have been on a wild ride due to climate shifts in the Mediterranean. Reports coming out of late 2025 suggest that we're looking at another potential price hike in early 2026 as global supplies tighten. Costco's organic and 100% Italian olive oils are already about 40% to 50% cheaper than what you'd find at a standard grocery store for the same quality. By grabbing a couple of the 2-liter jugs before the end of the year, you're essentially locking in your price for the first half of 2026. This stuff has a long shelf life if you store it in a cool, dark place, so don't be afraid to grab an extra bottle. It's the ultimate kitchen workhorse, and given the volatility of the market right now, it's one of the smartest, boring buys you can make this month. 12th, and finally, we have the most important stock-up of all, Kirkland Signature Coffee. Whether you prefer the massive bags of whole bean roasted by Starbucks or the 120-count boxes of K-Cups, you need to load up now. Analysts are predicting a significant jump in coffee prices, potentially as much as 18% in the first quarter of 2026. This is due to a combination of new tariffs on major exporters like Brazil and ongoing weather issues in South America. Right now, a 120-count box of Kirkland K-Cups is one of the best per pod deals in the country, often working out to less than 35 cents a cup. If you wait until February or March to replenish your supply, you might find yourself paying a premium for your morning caffeine fix. Coffee is a non-negotiable for most of us, so taking advantage of the current pricing at Costco before the New Year's economic shifts take effect is a no-brainer. It's the final piece of the puzzle for a successful, budget-friendly transition into 2026. As we wrap up our final Costco run of the year, Remember that the real secret to a great membership isn't just finding the deals, it's knowing when to pull the trigger on items that won't be there tomorrow. From the luxury of a pre-seasoned rib roast to the strategic pantry loading of coffee and olive oil, these 12 items are the keys to finishing 2025 strong and starting 2026 even stronger. Before you head out to your local warehouse, make sure you've liked this video and shared it with your fellow Costco-obsessed friends. Your support allows me to keep doing these deep dives and helping you save money every single month. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that button right now. We have some incredible new year, new deals, content coming your way in the first week of January that you absolutely do not want to miss. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe during the holiday rush, and I'll see you in the aisles in 2026.